Hey YouTube, I'm here to show you my video game finds for August 10th, 2013 and the 9th, and also Wednesday I went out to Goodwill and Savers to check what they had. So yesterday it was alright. Got quite a bit of stuff. There were a lot of postings for video games, and they're all right there on the same time, so probably hit the one that seemed the best and didn't pan out as well as I wanted it, but I still got a few games from there. I'll show you what I got on Savers on Wednesday first. I got 2 Game Boy Advance games, not very good, $1 a piece. Ice Age and Lilo and Stitch. And then I got for Xbox FIFA 2006 Soccer. I know it's a sports game, but I think soccer is probably the only sports game that's somewhat holds its value much better than the rest of them. I think these two were probably the better 2 finds I got there. Xbox 360 controller, wireless, pretty much in almost new condition for $8. And then probably the FIFA game was only $2. I think the best find was this. I think they put it in the wrong spot. They put it in the office supply area. It was the Game Boy Color. So I saw the Game Boy Color. I was very excited. It was only $6 or $7. And I turned it over and then had Pokemon Blue, which works and saves, which was pretty much the best part of it. I was very happy to find Pokemon Blue. And then on Friday, pretty much near my house, there's near my city that I live in, there's another citywide, and a lot of garage sales on Friday, but I didn't find that much stuff. I did find a few things. I found 2 PS2 controllers, the black ones for $1 each, was really good. And also for $1 I got this. It's a carrying case for the Game Boy or Game Boy Color. It looks like a Game Boy as well. It's just a giant plastic case. It does have like a little dent here in the corner, but it's still pretty good. It was only $1, so. And then I got this at a different place. Pretty much tossed it in. I bought a bunch of DVDs. I guess it's kind of video game related. Tomb Raiders, the Revolution, the last revelation, like computer of the main character in Tomb Raider. At this garage sale that I went to where I got this, he had a ton of video games and a ton of consoles. And I was going through them, and they were really good. Like PS1 and PS2, a lot of role-playing games. And I picked them all up, and then he said, they're not for sale. So I was like, damn. So I put them back, and he said maybe I might get it, he'll price check them, and then he'll let me know. And I should come over on Saturday. So I'll explain what happened later, but I'll go through what I got on Saturday. So like I said, those were the only 2 things I got on Friday, even though I hit like probably 10 garage sales. So Saturday there was quite a bit of postings. The first place I got video games. I got there real early, just to take a chance. I was there like 45 minutes early. I was just there because there weren't that many postings at 7, and so I thought I'd just give it a try. But he was out there. He said it was kind of early, but he let me buy the stuff anyway. I got a PS2 Slim for $15, but it's missing the power adapter. But it did come with 2 wireless controllers, but they're third party, and then 2 8 megabytes memory cards. So that was $15, and then he threw in 1 video game for the PS2, Sonic Plus Mega Collection, Greatest Hits. And originally the posting had NES games, so that's kind of what I asked for, and he had a bunch of them. So it was 50 total, so it's 35 for the NES games, so he had them all individually marked, which the prices were reasonable, I would say. Dracula's Curse. Another Zelda, The Legend of Zelda. This is much better condition than the one I bought, so I'm going to switch this inside my case. And then Dragon Spirit, Mega Man 2, which probably is better. Out of all the finds, probably the best one. Double Dragon 3. And finally, Castlevania. So I think those are a pretty good deal. $50 with the PS2 is actually probably a really good deal, I would say. So the next place I went to was where they had a posting, and it was a lot of video games. They're posting a lot of old video games, and I got there 15 minutes earlier than. I think I was the first one to go through the games, and it was a lot. I probably pulled out maybe 30, 40 video games, and then she came out with a piece of paper and a price for each individual one. So she was going through each individual one, and she compared eBay prices with Amazon prices, and then did a small discount. But the small discount seemed like it was just the fee and the shipping cost, so it was just not worth it. I grabbed like 30 games out of the 100 games she had, and she was asking like she wanted 300. I said, so I started dwindling it down slowly and slowly. So I was ready to walk away and just say forget it, but I just was already there, and I said fine, let's buy these games. So I paid $40 for only 6 games. So out of 30 or 40 games, I got 6 games. I got Kirby 64 for the N64. Super Mario All-Stars for the Super NES. And then probably I got a few 4 NES games, probably not the best choices. I got Yoshi's Cookie, and then DuckTales. And then the final game I got, the only reason why I got it, because I already had the box and manual, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And apparently it says O'Neill in the back. Did not see that. I gotta clean that up. So, like I said, I had the box in almost mint condition, so I'm gonna slide that in and keep it in my collection. So, actually I missed something on Friday. I paid $5 for 2 Genesis games. Maximum Carnage is complete, and it has the red cartridge. This one's probably not a better choice of mine. I was hard alive. I was just like taking a shot in the dark with this game. Anyway, well, the next place I went to on Saturday, I had a feeling I've been there before, and I don't know if where this guy buys his stuff, but he has a lot of good stuff, but it's always a little bit expensive. So I just grabbed 2 games for the Super NES, Mystic Quest for $5, and then Metroid Prime for the GameCube complete for $5. Like, he had a Sega Saturn and PS2, and he had it like in the box, but it lasted quite a bit. And then after a while of driving, I got at a flea market, it's kind of like a flea market. I got 2 Game Gear games. They're both the same. Sonic 2 the Hedgehog. Looks like it was a reseller at a flea market. I think he was just trying to get rid of them. Well, while I was walking away, there was another place. I got this. I got a Genesis for $20. Comes with, obviously in the box. I haven't tested it out. It had 2 controllers, and then he said they had 2 games inside. I didn't really look to see what games they were. I thought they were going to be Sonic and Knuckles, which is what it says on the box. He just said Sonic, so I thought Sonic and Knuckles, which was on the box, and some other Sonic game, but it was really Sonic 3D Blast, and sorry if I'm saying this wrong, Ristar or Ristar. So it was a little bit unexpected. So I say the next find I got is probably the best find for the price I paid. This was not one of the listings that I was posting that they had video games. I was just driving by to another garage sale. So I got another console. Another Sega Dreamcast. The white one. It's pretty yellowed on the top, and I cleaned it up. It was really dirty. I had a feeling it wasn't going to work, but he threw in 2 controllers, looks like 1, 2, 3 memory cards, the gun, and then he had a bunch of other controllers. He had 2 NES controllers he threw in, and then he had a Super NES, looks like a wireless controller. It does come with the, he did throw in the, I guess this is the wireless reader back then when they had the Super NES. He had no games. He had the cords for the Dreamcast, so I got to test it out. And he said $5 for everything, so I just gave him the $5. I had a feeling Dreamcast wasn't going to work, but the controllers themselves, $1 a piece, I mean, there's no question. I just gave him the $5 and just ran into my car with this stuff. So the next place I went to had a TurboGrafx listing and a Genesis listing. Quite a bit of money they're asking for the Genesis. I think it was $40. Passed, and TurboGrafx was gone because I spent too much time at the place where I got the Kirby and NES. I was like there for like 30 minutes because she had to go through every single game through her sheet. So I just got this Game Genie enhancer for $3. And then near the end of garage selling, there was a listing for a PS2, and I wasn't expecting it to be there. It was there. So fat PS2. I think the only reason why it was there because it was not in the it was the town next to where they were having the citywide. I think most garage seller people were in that city and not this city. So I paid $45 and a stack of games with it. It had 4 third-party controllers. Actually 3 third-party controllers, and then 1 PlayStation 2 controller, the black one. 2 multi-taps, and then it's like maybe 10 to 15 games. I'll go through them real quick. Not very good titles, I would say. Shrek 2, but they were all complete. A lot of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. I think the best one out of the bunch was Simpsons Hit and Run. Eggmania, odd game, I've never seen it. Tom Clancy Splinter Cell, Gran Turismo 3, 007 Agent Under Fire, Soccer Mania, Grand Theft Auto 3, Grand Theft Auto Vice City, Crazy Taxi, and finally, not a PS2 game, Deal or No Deal for the Wii. I don't know where that was. They were selling a Wii Guitar Hero, so I assume that's where it came from. So that was $45 for everything, so not a bad deal. And then another garage sale. They're posting that Xbox 360 games, so and PS3. Reasonably priced, I would say. She had a stack that were $10 each, and then a stack that were $5. We got the $5 stack. Darksiders for Xbox 360 complete. Call of Duty Black Ops PS3, and then sealed version of Red Dead Redemption Platinum Hits. So that was a good deal. This one definitely. And then finally, the very last garage sale I went to, I picked up this Xbox 360 with all the cords and 1 controller. I haven't tested it out. I've been, for this case, it was kind of odd. I went there, wasn't expecting anything. It was probably like 10:30. She had it sitting there, and she wanted $50, and I only had $34 in my pocket. So I was like, "You take 34?" And she always said no. So I ran to the bank to grab the money and gave her the 50. I've been buying a lot of these Xbox 360 just because GameStop's giving you double credits. I've been trading them in for double credit. Even broken ones, I've been buying and retrading in, so it's been a pretty good deal for that. I think that is everything. I'm going to go through real quick on the table. Yeah, that's everything I got for this week. Overall, not as good as last week or the week before, but a lot of consoles. 4 or 5 consoles off there. I actually went to Goodwill on Wednesday. I did buy another PS2 for $8, but I sold it right away. So I really can't show you what it was, but just another PS2, 5 PS2. So, well, anyway, thanks for watching. See you next week.